pocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she on him. She tried to.
Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
230. 57 to Mike. Watch the curve. 77.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 48 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. No foul.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their own 24. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On second and 12, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In your face.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Please. 54. 2-2. Move. 54 much.
Here's Dalton. Open man is lost, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
Black 30. Black 57. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Under 10. Under 10. 10 loose.
First down, here's White fighting him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, D.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
No spacing. Let's go right here. 59 flags.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan. State.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Got an open man, it's Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington. Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Mike's up. Lee. Mike's 5-4. You ain't going nowhere. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slap. Now.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 27 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. This is White on the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Samuels. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go! Get it!
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready! 90 Wolf!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check number 6.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. You don't want nothing.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike's by 4. Bound to lose 1.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Mixon. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
The shutout, Adam.